Was
Yeah,
Rosie,
We need to
yeah,
have people on there for public comments.
Rosie says she won't be able to make it
Someone's like. It's like, oh, wow.
from our chat.
I just opened it right now.
If we have any voting to do, since we have one.
There's no voting today because it's.
No, okay.
Yes. We should
At 4:05, I have to.
we should
Okay.
go on
Occupational
meeting order.
therapy.
You guys are live and
Oh,
there's
okay.
people waiting.
Occupational
Yeah,
therapy.
okay. Call to order, 4:08 PM. Roll call, Rosa Barroso. Gary Cardenas,
Here.
Lydia Sanchez.
Here.
Lindsay. William,
Here,
Victor,
Here.
Marley.
he's coming.
Order of business, referral, petitions or any deletions you guys might want to add on there or
This is a
Just for the
subcommittee,
planning,
correct?
yeah. for the event. Okay, perfect. So, I don't think we have any public comments.
Yeah,
Or
you
we
have,
do?
so
So
I don't know if I mentioned this already, but
Yeah,
now
you
we can
did.
do public comments. Just that portion of the meeting, so I'm gonna,
Coming in, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
Is that who we have?
so you have two people.
Oh, we scratched that out last meeting.
Hi, everyone. It's Grace from Baptist. I hope you're well. It's good to see all of you.
Hey Grace, how are you?
Like,
Good, good. This is interesting. Glad to be here.
Okay, so you're just gonna listen in, you don't have any public comments?
Not right now. No.
And it's me, Manuela Rodriguez, also a psychotherapist on the Baptist Health Team with Grace. So just listening.
Awesome. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
We don't have any adoption of minutes because there's no minutes to the subcommittee. All right, so basically this meeting is just so that we can go over the responding to compassion workshop and just go over any details or anything. Basically just like organize the event. So we have confirmed a speaker from Thriving Minds. We have confirmed a speaker from West Care Mobile Response Team. And we have confirmed the Miami-Dade County CIT Coalition through Hobsley, who runs it. They all giving confirmation. They're all gonna send their logos and whoever the person that's gonna be speaking on at the workshop to Io. As soon as she gets that, we're gonna go ahead and put the flyer out and then we can start, promoting it to the community. I already have 2 sponsors confirmed. We just need maybe one more and I'll get that. I need the flyer. These are just people that I share with personally. One of the sponsors is Baptist.
Is that the new flyer? I like it.
Oh,
Simple.
So we
Very
don't have
simple.
we don't have the flyer just yet because I'm waiting on them to confirm who the
Correct, the
speakers are.
speakers, yeah.
But this is kind of the draft we have on
Love
them,
it.
right? The flyer will obviously follow something along that.
It's very simple, it's easy. I like it.
I was able to send it to the Miami Lakers, so they're gonna go ahead and share our event. I did share with a lot with Baptists already, they kind of can share with their contacts and the people that I've already shared, but once I get the flyer, then I'll be able to really promote it with the details and everything. I'm sure that Thriving Mind is going to promote it on their social media and their things, and West Care will as well. So we should be ready to rock and roll.
repeat the date again.
Yeah, May 5th, it's gonna be Thursday, May 15th. And is it 5 or 6 PM? It's 6 PM that we
6
agreed.
PM,
6
Yeah, we have
PM.
6 p.m.
Yes,
Yeah.
Is
To get it
6 to
time.
8 correct?
I would
About-
say,
okay.
yeah, so we're gonna schedule a meeting, which I asked so we can work out like the agenda and like what they're gonna, how long their presentations are and all that, so that we'll have that ready as well.
Okay. I make a recommendation.
Yes.
In order, so, as you know, we have that opiate grant stuff. If they could talk about like the Narcan.
The opposite that that's not what they specialize in, they're
Yeah.
just gonna focus on how to respond to a crisis call. That's
Right.
all they
I
do.
was reading that, yeah.
Yeah,
I was reading
they won't be able to, I don't think at this one,
All right, then
But we
we won't try to,
but it's an educational workshop. Can we somehow with Thriving, because Thriving Minds is a part of
Yes.
that one.
So I had sent you guys an email
Yeah.
last week, and so to be very specific, it's $1,250 that are budgeted for educational programming. This is the funding that mental health can use. You can use it for this event as long as it falls under those approved uses, which I also shared with you guys, so I would suggest you guys look at it. It is pretty detailed. But for example, you can use it for the event, but not like any setup, chairs, tables, like that doesn't count for the grant. But if you wanted to do like a keynote speaker from one of these organizations or something like that, that money could be used for that. It doesn't have to be used for this event, maybe for a future one, but that's something you could.
Well, they're not charging us for
Yeah.
it, for speakers, they're gonna just send somebody out, so I don't
Okay.
know if it would be worth it, or we can leave that money for the festival, and I feel the festival would be able to kind of
Yeah, I
like,
think so.
to
Well,
justify.
it's a
and
different pot of
we're
money,
gonna be- Yeah,
right? I mean, one's an event and one's for instructional, so there's different pots of money.
But to
So
be very
us,
specific,
it's only,
there's,
that's it,
so it goes back to the PowerPoint that I shared with you guys. It has, the funding is broken down into 3. So please take a look at it, but from those 3 line items, one of them is the ones that mental health could use. The other one is being used by the communication.
correct, so we can only use the one that's educational.
The one that says
1250.
the 1250 for
So we
education.
can justify the 1250 because we're gonna be educating the community during the mental health festival. We will have people there with opiates and all that. Writing Minds will gonna participate, so we can capture that in a lot of the points that they have for that. We can't use the other funding, right? Because those are already being used.
Yeah, that's gonna be, it hasn't been used yet,
will
but
be
it
whenever,
is
yeah.
being, yeah.
So we have the speakers, we have sponsors. We're gonna I'll get the details done with Isle, the agenda and all that with the organizations, hopefully by next week. Anything else? The money that we collected was 150 plus 150. We could use that to buy coffee, pastelitos that afternoon to have at a table. Do you guys wanna do that?
Sure. It's dinner time, so if we can afford more on the heavy side, that would not be my vote. If I'm going to a 6 to 8 thing, I'm not expecting it, but it would be really nice to have, I don't know, maybe chicken fingers from Publix or something, you know?
Something to munch on.
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
subs or something.
Yeah.
like that.
If it's not too messy, yeah, that's my
Like the
opinion.
things from Publix, Trays.
Yeah, the
Those
trays from
little
Publix, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the few guanitos.
Just go and eat those and stuff like
Couple
that.
Let me tell you, when you have Publix catering your event, people know you're serious.
That's fine, I mean, we have the with one sponsorship, we can buy a couple little trays of those, doesn't have to be much, you know?
Yeah.
That's fine. So we can do that Publix trays. Catering
Well,
trays.
even Costco has those little round ones, you know, that are like little sounds.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. No,
Welcome
let's
to
strike
Florida.
that out from everywhere, please.
did.
I am so
They always say
sorry.
the guanitos, but I
You go
tried
to a
it.
party and it's
No,
Costco, it's like,
and they
okay,
did it.
okay, I know where it is.
Oh, they were like, yeah, they really fall apart.
Kyle, anything else that you think that we are missing and that we're not addressing, that we should make note of? I thought, I spoke to Officer Amador, I literally saw him on a picture, he said he was gonna try to join in.
Okay.
But I don't know, I can text him. real
No, I mean, well, I assume you guys would want a program, right? We can print
Well, that's
those for you with
exactly.
the speaker info. If there's any QR codes or any websites that you want us to create a QR code to maybe add it to the program, we can do that. Just let me know which website, I guess you want it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
added there.
Are we allowed to promote this event on social media?
Yes.
As soon as I have the flyer, I will share it with you.
Is there a way that we can request that the mayor himself share on his personal social media accounts or?
Yeah, I can share the flyer with them. Again, I won't speak on his behalf, but I will make the request of all of our council members.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Can
can-
you make a
they
motion
can
for that?
invite them. No, just an invitation, just to make sure that they share it with the town council.
Have you seen this?
Oh, well, no, to formally request that us as a committee request that the mayor posts about this event on his social media account.
Yeah, I'll make the request, but again, that's just me making the request on your behalf.
Okay, okay.
I will not speak on their behalf on whether they will do it or not.
Okay, and when you say they, you mean him and his team?
All of mayor and council. All of our council members, I'll ask them if they could please post it, share it.
Okay, but specifically the mayor.
I'll ask all of them. Yes, including the mayor.
Yes,
You
Is there
don't
any
want
way
me to tell all of
to-
you?
yes.
No, I want to differentiate between asking the council versus a personal ask for the mayor himself to share this on his social media. I think that goes a long way. I don't know whether it's a
So
letter
whether it's
or an email.
whether it's mayor or council, they have assistants, so that's who I'll go through, so to ask them, all of them, all 7 of them, essentially to
assistants?
share.
Oh, okay.
No, the town clerk's office serves like assistant to all of council, and then the mayor has his own assistant. So I will email those people to make sure that
And the
their
mayor's
respective, yeah,
Okay,
so
okay,
to ask them if they can please share it on their social media.
okay.
Okay, because we have to go through their assistant.
So we were thinking of this, like, and if it's okay, maybe perhaps to do like a little mindful activity to start off with. And maybe that could be the start to the program, like a little, I don't know, like a little yoga, breathing technique before we start, when everybody gets there. To kind of get us going while the speakers, something like that. Are you guys okay with that?
Absolutely.
Perfect, okay, so we'll do that. We'll have
Is
that.
this something you want me to like highlight on the
Yeah,
invite?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, definitely.
do you mind sending me, or unless you want to tell me right now, like a little sentence I can add on there? for you
Well, we
guys?
had just kind of spoken, we just meant like a mindful activity, like a breathing exercise, something that's easy,
Okay.
so that people, when they get there, and
Will Baptist be, they're one of the speakers?
they're not gonna be speaking, they're gonna have a table with
Alright.
information. Because they don't really, that I'm aware of, and Grace can correct me if I'm
Yeah.
wrong, I don't know if they have like a crisis response or something like that.
Well,
but
because
they
I was
definitely
thinking, what would be really useful is they just built this emergency room. here.
Exactly, that's what they need to
And-
promote. Mhm.
And instead of the mindful activity,
Mhm.
why don't they tell us about the emergency room and what they have there? Because that's really useful information, because now folks who are in crisis could maybe be sent.
Once they're opening up for us, like a presenting sponsor, like they do their activity, their mindful activity, and then they can speak a little bit, like also like, hey, mention and talk about their new.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Yeah, because I think, I mean,
They're definitely gonna have
not
information.
that
on
I'm
all
not
that.
in favor of learning new breathing techniques. But when
It's Grace. Yeah, I was gonna ask somebody from the OCED to come out and be there that day. And so definitely can give information. So I can also ask them to spend a couple minutes at the beginning talking a little bit about what that
Because I
looks
mean,
like.
from what I understand, that's from what I read, that's a state-of-the-art facility and it's
Yeah.
right in town.
Yes,
I
yes.
mean, and not that I don't love breathing, I think breathing is important.
No, but let's do both.
It could be a short breathing to just bring everybody together. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do both, because that'll be cute, like it'll be like a little workshop thing, activity. Come on, it'll be
All in
cute.
favor of you.
And then they can talk about their amazing, facility.
Fine, we'll do cute and then we'll do practical.
Thank you, William.
Where's that facility?
Directly
It's
across
right
from
there.
the
It's
fire
right-
station.
Right near the fire station,
Where the
right
fire
next door
station
to
is,
it.
on 78.
Oh, that thing in the back where it says emergency room?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really, it's a state of the art, it's pretty awesome.
That's why I took my
You've
wife.
gone it already?
No, I read about it.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I mean, it has
That's why I
CAT
took my wife.
scan, it
That's
has
why I-
everything, I mean, it's,
Yeah.
it's.
I also
And
wondered,
if
like,
it's, if
somebody's
you need
appendix-
further treatment, once they stabilize you, it's like a stabilization, major trauma stabilization center, then you can send it to a larger hospital for more specialized
Yeah,
care.
that's where it was my wife.
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
amazing.
They did
I
it.
mean, to have that within a
Fantastic
half a
job.
mile downtown
Yeah.
center, or well, Miami Lakes Town Center. So.
They started at home care from there.
Oh,
The
wow.
doctor said she can't be at home alone anymore.
All
Go
right.
at the side.
Thank
So when
you,
he got
thank
the
you,
doctor
Chair,
that
for
thing
allowing
done,
us to have information about it.
He went home.
So,
He was upset.
Stop it. You guys, what else?
I wanna make sure, cause maybe I'm just not caught up in the last 2 days, so I wanna make sure. I know that it's my psychiatrist, right?
Mhm.
I just sent them their invoice.
Okay,
So we're all good with them. So the other sponsor is
Baptist,
Baptist,
yes.
okay.
Don't we have two?
and I think you said we have room for maybe one more or two.
That's fine. I wouldn't recommend 4 because it is gonna be a tight space with those tables,
Okay.
and if you're putting food, that also takes up space,
Got
because
it.
that all goes
So maybe like
outside.
one more.
Yeah,
together.
when it's outside. yeah.
Need trash cans too.
yeah, they'll take care of it.
Or we can't put the tables inside the room?
I
the
mean, you could put
sponsor?
the sponsor ones, the
Yeah.
food one, no, but you could
No,
put the
the food
sponsor
one
ones inside if
outside.
you want, but now you're taking away space from
Mhm.
the audience, so
Yeah, they
it's
can
just
be
for you
outside.
guys to.
Well, how about we
keep in
play it by ear? We don't get too much audience, we stick them in there, so it looks like there's more people. And if we get a lot of audience, we leave them outside.
Good
Fair?
idea.
Fair enough?
Mhm.
Okay.
Gary, you ready to move tables? I feel like I know who's moving tables.
Will, do that, do that, do that, do that. You're like, one at a time.
mind. For Baptist, do you need me to generate an invoice or they're good?
Grace, you need an invoice?
I was just gonna email you. Yes, I need an invoice, please.
Contact you, man. Contact you.
Well, no, we scratched that idea out. I'm not doing that anymore.
No,
No, I'll tell you after.
okay.
All right, what else we got? We got the food, we got the people, we got the breathing.
Oh, and the logos, right? You need the Baptist and the My Psychiatrist logo to put it on.
My
the-
psychiatrist, I requested from her,
But-
Baptist I have because they were part of
Oh,
our
yeah,
event
before,
last week and they
perfect, so we
just
can
sent
put it
it
on
to
there
us,
with a
yeah.
flyer, perfect. Do you want to put who the speaker is that's gonna talk about the program, Grace?
I need to connect with the leadership out at the urgent care, or not the urgent care, the freestanding ED, and then
Okay.
come back.
Yeah, perfect, so we can put that on the agenda as well,
I'll work on that.
perfect. Anything else that you guys
No, I think it's,
suggest, or I think it's pretty cool, right?
yeah, I think it's pretty awesome.
I know you normally do, but I'll remind you guys, any contacts you guys have, and you guys can also please share because word of mouth really helps a lot with these events, especially this one that is a sensitive topic and a brand new event at that, so. As soon as I have the flyer, I will email it to you guys and you guys can use that.
In some events that they're,
We can announce it at the
doing,
Legion
where
meeting.
people
this
can
week.
join online
Yeah.
and Zoom, if they one of those. and
Send me the prototype flyer.
Give me 1 second. I don't have the flyer yet.
Yeah, but the thing you had that you showed us. at the
That's just
I
our
don't
event,
want
right? It's
people
on our
to
event,
come
right?
Okay,
if they want to
Yeah,
see
send it to me or and Gary so we can
it. Right,
shoot it out
right,
to
no,
Legion.
you don't want to
Tell
come.
them there's free food because then they'll show up.
Oh, Tom, free food.
You know how the veterans are.
I wouldn't know.
So how much money
But
do you
then,
have for the
then this
food?
would be a great resource for the veterans
I
to
know,
know,
but you gotta,
besides the free
you
food.
know, you gotta have,
Mhm.
I'm sorry.
But they tell them that it's gonna be a benefit for them because they're gonna learn so
Yeah, I
much.
can tell them that.
They what?
I can tell them.
They what?
That's right, you gotta, but I know I know my fellow veterans are very shallow.
Yeah.
We're driven by food and sleep.
There you go.
How many people are we expecting to see how much food do we have?
People is what it manifests walking through, it's gonna be full in there.
So why, that's why we're putting the tables inside.
It's free.
No, we're gonna put, they're actually gonna be outside the building, but before coming in, because there's not gonna be enough space for everybody that's gonna show up that day. That's what we're gonna put out there.
Yeah, I'll invite some people.
Mhm.
If I tell them there's free food, they'll show up. And I'll say, if you eat
We're
the
gonna-
food,
we're
you have to stay till the end.
Food.
Lindsay, are you gonna speak? Are you gonna, like, who's gonna be the MC?
She
quote, unquote?
is, she's the chair.
Are you the MC?
I mean, I wouldn't call it like an MC, but I'll introduce us in the beginning and say thank you to everybody, and then we all take a minute to say like who we are, right? And then they
No,
can
no,
take,
you just
and then you
want-
run the show.
We just.
And then you run the
introduce
show.
us, We'll say hi.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
write you a script because I did it last time.
And then I didn't use
Then you
it.
didn't use it.
It was so funny. She did great.
I mean, she did great. But I'm like, why did I take the time to write you? Like, thank you so much. I don't know what to say. And he's like,
I have this paper.
I was like,
Alright.
thank you for putting this amazing speech. I'm just gonna do it off the top of my
"Oh,
head.
what you said. Thank you very much. Anyway,
Then I cried, I got emotional.
Yeah.
It was like a
I'm
disaster
like,
up
I'm like
there.
going, this is not in the script. This is not in the script.
All right.
I'm gonna be at Barbara Bowman on the 24th. With doctors, I'm bringing the horse. You are, okay. I'm gonna send you the flyer right now.
All right, what else we got?
I don't know, guys, I mean, you guys tell me anything else,
Oh, I think it's gonna be really neat.
I know, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here, but, what is also the process of asking the town of Miami Lakes to post the event on their Instagram page?
There is no process, we
They will.
post
Yes,
all the
both.
events.
Okay, so is there a timeline for when our event is going to be posted?
I can't tell you exactly when because our social media team will determine it based on however many events. But we will go live with it. Well, it's already live on Eventbrite. So whoever subscribed to our Eventbrite already got an email saying, hey, there's a new event. In terms of social media, we plan to go out with the flyer, so as soon as the flyer is up, they'll start calendaring it out.
Yeah, so Jessica doing the big show.
I'm sorry?
Jessica, I saw Jessica doing the big show of the. events
Oh,
coming up.
yeah, but I mean, show included on it, but that's not,
Yeah.
we'll also promote the flyer, yeah.
If it's not up in the next 2 weeks, is it okay to like email you and say, hey, have you contacted the social media team about
I'm
this?
sure. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
you can always check in with me. I'm
Okay.
happy to share the communication strategy. I like to share it with everybody. I don't know if it's been shared with you guys, but I'll share it with you guys so you guys know, depending on the event, how they're promoted.
Yeah, 4 to 6 weeks prior, social media or whatever.
Yeah, it's a whole plan on how they do it based on how many events you have and based on what the event looks like.
Okay, as long as we're on the list.
No, it's not, I'm saying we have a strategy plan that the social media uses to determine where we post the events. Like how we promote it essentially. So I'm
Oh,
gonna share
like
with you
which-
guys in general, so you know how events are
Like
promoted.
that.
Okay, which includes all
Should be
social
a big
media
order.
channels that the town already.
Yeah, but it depends on the event and and who your target audience is, like based on that, that's how they come up with how it's gonna go out.
So it's not
promoted.
one plan for every event, it's.
No, every
it's-
event is treated based on what the event audience is, how much time we have, and how many events we have going on at the same time.
And the committees can't request a certain plan for their event?
No,
Interesting.
what we suggest for the committees is to go out with the event, go live with a confirmed event as far in advance as possible, so that we can post it as much as possible. Yeah, if we have an event, confirmed 2 weeks out, we're not gonna post it every day just because.
No, not every day, but okay, all right, thank you,
But I will make note to share that with you guys.
thank you. I love that list.
I make a motion to adjourn. Unless
Quick,
there's
quick,
anything else.
quick one. I have,
I tried.
Banner. I'm talking to a sponsor. They're gonna be at Saturday, our meeting right at
No,
home.
What we need to talk, she needs to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
There's issues about the banner. We voted something different. She'll
The
talk to you
banner
after the meeting.
was voted down last
Yeah.
meeting, so you
Okay.
guys cannot bring that up for another 6 months.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, we're not doing banner.
Well, at least through mental health.
We're doing 988 signs. Yeah,
well, let me know, because it's Saturday,
Like,
that's the company.
well,
providing
don't
the-
worry about it. We'll just tell them, well, maybe they want to sponsor
Something
the,
else.
yeah, something else, yeah. We'll get them to sponsor the festival.
That's where we need the most funding, guys.
Which
That's the-
company is it?
Right at home.
Oh, it's, what's the owner's name?
I know, I'm dealing with, Leon.
So forever hold our peace.
Okay,
Longo.
we'll talk about it Saturday.
She and her boss will be there.
Okay.
You guys
we'll
will
talk.
have your regular meeting, I guess, as a reminder next week.
Yeah,
We do.
yeah.
Is twice.
So the,
But it'll be good because by then we will have
What
much
day is the
more,
festival?
and then the festival is October 18th, Saturday, October 18th.
18th, then 18th. Because last Saturday at the Vietnam Veterans event, Veterans Park, one of the committee chairs was there, and I can't remember who it was. But he was asking about the bounce house, how much did it cost and all the costs related, because he wanted to do this one event in October,
Oh.
which
No, but we already have ours locked on.
yeah, I know.
So we're good.
but-
We're
We're
good
good.
in October. We're the pumpkin patch in October. Motion to adjourn.